Do auto parts. Copy pay. All right. Jiminy. Freaking cricket is like literally the eighth time I've done this, so I suck as a YouTuber. I might give up. No, I'll just keep doing it. My whole point is just to explain to people who don't seem to get it. I can't get anyone to understand. Of course, Jimmy Dore don't understand. These guys, Free Thought Project, are uh, left wingers pretending to be right wingers. There's no other way to put it. This episode of Anarchast, which I will play some audio from, and you'll just hear him saying shit like that kind of proves it. This is called Anarchast, episode 279, EP dot 279. Jason Bachelor, the free Jason Bassler. Just put 279 Jason Bassler, and you will get this video in your search engine. Okay. So now he's talking about like okay, I'll just let him go here. There you go. Is that do I need any more? He's a voluntarist. Yeah, Ron Paul, had he been able to actually tell people his fiendish plan, he would have been a lot more popular. Yeah, man. All right, these just gonna bore on now. I mean, you could watch more. This is like a boring fucking video, but just explains very obviously that he's actually a voluntarist Ron Paul supporter, so he has nothing to do with leftism in any way. And I'm sure none of these sites actually are like, but I mean, everybody thinks they're left wing, right? So I mean, that's like, I don't know what I tell you guys, huh? Just wait, what the fuck's going on? I mean, that's enough. Fuck, man. And since this was about Kyle Kulinski, I'll tell you, Jimmy Dore's caught in with those people like the Glee camp. I mean, I really think this. I'm sure, does he know about the H.A. Goodman story where he started out as a libertarian and he pretends to be very, very much for. This is the same progressive, too, who's like a total wacko conspiracist, like to the right of. I don't think she says right. God damn it. I mean, I don't think she say right wing things exactly, but she like every conspiracy theory before is a false flag, etc., etc., and it has the same effect to try to teach you can't who you cannot trust, you know. And he doesn't, and she's not a socialist. They would say they're like, they would have like they don't support whatever Kyle's platform at all, like maybe the people might want to support it, but these people are against. These people are the enemy. Whether it's right that they scrub them, whatever. I mean, I wish people could understand, but I think this is why they're the way they were networking and where they're coming from. Uh, yeah, and this is like there's a connection between the style of propaganda that the right wing is doing, and we know there's a what's the connection between the far right, and Russia, right? What was Rex Tillerson? Why did they make Rex Tillerson CEO of Exxon, Secretary of State? And we saw him with the medal. It's oil. That's a big money, okay? It's not that complicated. It's oil money. It's oil, stupid. That's what is the drawing. The far right is mostly like I guess the industrialists and the oil guys, and that's why they're really they're linked to like the old. You talk about. I mean, they're actually linked to the power of kind of the commies. They worked for. We know the Koch brothers actually worked for Stalin and Hitler. That's true. That's who these people are. I mean, it sounds it's crazy. No, this shit's true. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, so people are like very. That's the reason for all these false flags is to try to get people to think this is going on when it's not. You know, and like I say, Free Thought Project is a big old false flag. They're like not flying the right flag for who they say they are. They may obviously there are these. What are the libertarian? They say they're anti-government. Well, we're anti-corporate takeover of government. The government's just a necessary thing. It's not like, the government could be either good or bad. It's not like you are going to not have a government. They could help somebody or hurt somebody. Without the government, it's just like too much or too little government's not really I mean, it is like what kind of government is the question. Too big or too little, and who's controlling it. But we know who's controlling the government. That's why, like, to me, income inequality is the ultimate proof of everything. You just look at where the loot, who has the loot, and it goes to a smaller and smaller group of people. That's who has the power. That's all they care about. It's not that complicated. It's the oilies, and yeah, that's the confusing things on the left hand side. There's like people with try to draw you in to say that like they're in some way, and they try to make you think on the far right that the liberal left is anti-capitalist, but they're obviously not anti-capitalist, and they're really much more against socialism. They're much more against the eradication of the wealthy, super wealthy's private property. Obviously, all the the CEOs. That's where just the new wealth is coming from. Is from the tech sector. That's the new money. The old money is oil, and ultimately, yeah, like the money's switching to the tech sector. It's just like that's the one thing. A weird thing about global warming is that's also a transfer of projected wealth. Are we going to keep going with the 70 trillion worth of oil? And I know nobody I'm talking to understands like how much 70 trillion is underneath the ground. You got 70 trillion in Russia, right? Basically, that's all the money. That's equivalent to about all the money in all the stock markets in all the world. Now, as far as the rest of the money, as far as like money that's in derivatives, they say the derivatives market. This is the statistic I'm always quoting for. Like I should put this in the comments too. It's like this is like how much of money is all the money in the world. You could look this up too. It'll tell you. This is Business Insider, I believe, pretty reliable source, I believe. And it's like this was from about 4 or 5 years ago, 1.4 quadrillion. So that's how much money is there in the world. And I've heard it quoted like 60 or 70 trillion in oil underneath. That's why the big fracas and the big rah-rah over like, are we going to go through the Syria section or are we going to go from Russia and they're going to supply the biggest oil needs in the world, or the tech sector is going to come in and undercut them eventually. That's why they're like on the out. I'm just rambling, but this is like, to me, these are the things that are really happening in the world, and it's like I say, it's not that fucking complicated. If you get to like, they're basically. That's what I'm saying. The police is there, like there for a certain brand of millionaire who, and obviously there's a lot of tech billionaires who like the idea of libertarianism too, because they don't want to be like at all. Obviously, we know about the Peter Thiels, and I'm going to end it right here at a nice, healthy 9:17. And slam that like button, y'all, and subscribe. I lost one subscriber. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. My last video was maybe one of the worst videos ever on YouTube. And send me money. Send me a lot of money.